today we have a protest, I guess, happening in the Washington, D.C. area. There are a group of people who are driving around the Washington Beltway. If you're not from the Washington, D.C. area, just so you know, the Washington Beltway is a highway that goes through Maryland and Virginia and circles the nation's capital. And you're looking at it right now. I did not actually realize that driving the Washington Beltway could be a form of protest. The people that are doing this, I guess their plan is to drive as slowly as legally permissible, which I think is 45 or 55 miles an hour. Right now we're going about 55, mostly because there's traffic ahead of me. But they have some grievances that they want our government to address. And they are attracting attention to themselves by driving the Washington Beltway. Which seems strange, I think, to most of the people who live in the DC area because it's something that we do every day. And it's generally not something we choose to do. This group is actually driving the entire Beltway all the way around the city. I'm not even sure how many miles that is. I've never actually driven all the way around in one continuous loop. But I think they're actually doing it multiple times each day. And if you're from the DC area, that is not something that you would choose to do. As you can see, as you join me on my commute home, it's not really a pleasant highway. It will get you from one place to another, but there's no scenery to speak of. It's generally pretty full of trucks and cars, and it's not really a great place to drive. So it's strange for that reason that they would choose to do this. And I guess it's their goal of driving slowly, or as slowly as permissible, is kind of ironic as well, because man, if you're going 55 on the Beltway, you're doing good. Like I'm going 60 now, which is great. This is my afternoon commute, and I'm guessing that we're not going to be going this speed for much longer. We're getting to the point where things generally slow down. So I guess I'm feeling like if this group wants to attract attention, they are not really going to stand out driving slowly on the Beltway, because that is what a lot of us do every single day. So anyway, here we are. You have joined me on my afternoon commute, and I am commuting from my office in Virginia to my home in Maryland. And I think there are probably a lot of DC area commuters who have either a commute in or out of the city, but a lot of us have a commute that involves going at least some distance around the Beltway. But like I said, I guess I am a little bit surprised that driving the Beltway could be a form of protest. But since I do it every day, I thought, well, if my afternoon commute, in some people's eyes, is a form of protest, I might as well get up on my soapbox and be heard. So, while we are driving the Washington Beltway, I thought I would talk about an issue that is near and dear to my heart, and that is education. I have worked my entire career in education, mostly as a teacher, now in an office job, but still working with teachers and working with schools and doing my best to help students. So education is something that is important to me, and it seems like lately education is getting a lot of grief, whether it's parents creating petitions or folks standing up in school board meetings, against mask mandates or vaccine mandates, or wanting to tell schools what they should teach or can't teach. And unfortunately, I think teachers... see, here we go. Here's a typical day on the Beltway. We're down to 40 miles an hour. Welcome to DC. So I think, unfortunately, teachers are taking the brunt of this. They are the public face of education. They're who the kids see every day. They're who the parents hear from, who the parents call or email. And unfortunately, they are working like crazy. The teachers have always put a lot of time and put a lot of effort into teaching, with not a whole lot of reward, honestly. And we're now heaping all kinds of stuff on them. We've got school shootings, and we're saying that, well, the teachers need to, be armed and protect the students, and we've got mask mandates, and we're asking teachers to enforce that and make sure that their students are wearing a mask. So I guess my soapbox for today, as we drive the Washington Beltway, is just let teachers teach. And if you want to be involved in education, your child's education, or just in general, if you feel like things aren't right in schools, get in touch with your school, get in touch with a teacher, and rather than complain, rather than tell them what they should do or shouldn't do, ask what you can do. Ask how you can help. Ask what they need. All right, that is my soapbox for today. We are slowing down, kind of stuck in traffic. Fortunately, I'm not too far away from my exit. So I thank you for joining me today on my commute. Thank you for listening. And who knows? Maybe I will see you on the Washington Beltway sometime soon.